Good afternoon. I'm here tonight with Michael Giesbrecht, who is the leader of the CASK Party of Canada. Hello, Michael. The first question would be how CASK would eliminate sobriety in the furthest regions of Canada.
Well, that's an excellent question, Maine, and let me just start by saying how important CASK believes refreshment from coast to coast to coast truly is for all Canadians. From British Columbia to Newfoundland and Labrador to Nunavut, it is really a top priority for our party, and a CASK government would implement policies that would ensure the increased accessibility to refreshment for all Canadians. We'd start with the Billy & Brews Bureau, which would ultimately ensure that microbreweries and new startup vintners and distillers and brewers have access to the subsidies and the funds and the grants that they truly need to build a successful brewing industry in Canada. We'd also make sure that the energy yeast pipeline would be built from Alberta to the East Coast, and really make sure that all our brews of the West can really make its way out to the people of the Maritimes.
That's very interesting, Michael. And the next question is on trade. So would CASK be interested potentially in foreign alcohols, or is it just focusing on Canadian beverages?
Well, let me just say that CASK really adores the Canadian beverage industry, and we recognize how amazing it truly is, and the great companies and brewers and vintners and distillers that we have within our borders. However, we want to expand those markets for our brewers and our vintners and our distillers. And one method we plan on doing that through would be the Comprehensive Ethanol Trade Agreement, CETA for short, with Fringland. Let's be clear, the relationship between Canada and Fringland has been strained for far too long, and that is a relationship that we believe this trade agreement, both mending fences with Fringland and opening up new markets and new varieties of refreshment for Canadians from coast to coast to coast.
Thank you, Michael. And the last question would be, would CASK consider the nationalization of all bars in Canada so that every Canadian would have an access to an open bar?
Certainly not. CASK realizes that the greatest innovators and creators of refreshment, our brewers, our vintners, and our distillers, they really start from the ground up. And those small businesses and the larger businesses that grow from them are really key to the Canadian economy. So while we would be fully in support of helping these industries to grow, we would not be in favor of nationalizing any bars, no.
Thank you so much, Michael, and we're looking forward to more updates from your party considering the opening of the parliamentary session.